This is my part of the skeleton. So to start off with, we've got the rectus femoris. This is the pinky looking colour one. So the origin is up here and the insertion is down here. And the first action is flexion of the hip and extension of the knee. The next one is the vastus medialis, which is this yellow one. Right here, down the inside, and this is extension of the knee. The next one is vastus lateralis, which is the green one, the dark green one, this one here. This is extension of the knee. The next one is the vastus intermedius, so this is this blue colour right here. This is also extension of the knee. So there's the insertion right down here. The next one is the bicep femoris. This is on the back, so switch it around. Here it is. Here's the origin, insertion, and also it's up here somewhere. Right in it. This is flexion of the knee, lateral rotation of the knee, tibiofemoral joint, posterior pelvic tilt, and extension from the hip. The next one is a semi-tendinosus. This is the pinky looking colour, which is it's on the back. There we go. And there. So pinky colour. Right here. This is going to be flexion of the knee, medial rotation of the knee, extension of the hip, and posterior pelvic tilt. Next one is a semi-membranosus. This is behind the leg again. This is the purple colour. Right here. There we go. And this is going to be flexion of the knee, medial rotation, extension, and posterior pelvic tilt. The next one is the gluteus maximus. This is the blue colour. Here we go, up here. This is origin and insertion. This is going to do extension, lateral rotation, adduction, and also abduction for the lower fibres of it. The next one is the gluteus medius. This is also in the same area. This one is the orange. Here we go. This does a lot of stuff: abduction, flexion and medial rotation at the front, extension and lateral rotation from the posterior fibres. Next one is gluteus minimus. This is the funny looking green colour. This is going to do abduction, medial rotation, and also flexion at the hip. Next one, iliacus. This is the funny looking beige colour. Right in it. And this is going to, again, there's insertion. This is going to help flex the hip, lateral rotation, and tilt the pelvis anteriorly, and also help flex the trunk. The last one is the gracilis. What is this? This is the grey looking colour. So here's origin up here, and it goes all the way down here, and it's going to do adduction, medial rotation, flexion of the knee, and medial rotation of the knee.
Alright, so first I'm going to start off with the psoas major. It's right here in this like neon yellow color. It comes down here on the femur. Then your psoas minor is right here, also on the vertebral. And then it comes down here in the pink. Oh, the psoas major, it deals with flexing the hip and the trunk, and then laterally rotating the hip, and also tilting the pelvis posteriorly. And then the psoas minor is just for the posterior tilt. Then I have the sartorius. The sartorius is in the brown right here, and the brown, and then it is dealing with flexing the hip, laterally rotating the hip, abducting the hip, flexing the knee, because it comes down to the knee down here, and then immediately rotating the knee. And then next we got the pectineus. The pectineus is right here, and it works out to back here on the femur. It's in that light blue color. And then it really just deals with abducting, medial rotate, and flexing. And then we got the adductor brevis, which is in the mint green right here in the middle. And it comes out to here on your femur. It really just deals with abducting the hip, medial rotating the hip, and that's about it for that one. The adductor longus is basically in the same place. It is in the dark blue. Hold on. Dark blue right here on the back of the pelvis. It also comes down here on the back of the femur. And that is really just for adducting the hip, medial rotating the hip. That's about it for that. The tensor fasciae latae starts up here, works its way back down to here, and that is really just for flexing the hip, immediately rotating the hip, and adducting the hip. And then you got the piriformis in this pinkish color, so it's here, or this purplish color. It starts here on the vertebral column and then comes down here to the head of the femur. It just deals with laterally rotating the hip and adducting the hip. And then you have the obturator internus. The obturator internus is in the black, so it's right here inside the pelvis, and then it comes out here to the head of the femur in the back. And that really just is a lateral rotator, along with the obturator externus, which is right here in this dark green. It's just, and then it comes down the femur. It's just a lateral rotator. And then we got the gemellus superior, which is back here on the pelvic. It's like this light yellow, and it comes down here to the head of the femur. The gemellus superior is really just for lateral rotating the hip. And then we also have the gemellus inferior, which is in the, where's it at? The dark green right here, comes down to here. And that's also gemellus inferior is also a lateral rotator. And then your quadratus femoris is right here in the pink, and it comes out to the femur. And that is a lateral rotator of